The average man will lose his virginity between the ages of 15 and 17. And this is what leads men that haven't lost their virginity by that age almost feeling inadequate, like you're not good enough. But this is where I want you to change your mind. Because the average man is also in debt, overweight, and addicted to pornography. Following the average, or the majority, usually leads to failure. I'm gonna take you on a two-part journey today and show you why not having sex yet is actually a good thing. And then how to go about doing it with the right person at the right time. Let's start with part number one. Why not losing your virginity is actually a good thing. To start, I want to explain to you 3 reasons why not losing your virginity is actually a good thing and why putting it off might put you ahead of all of your other friends. Number 1, you're actually more happy now that you're a virgin. You see, most men believe that the more women they have sex with, the happier they're gonna be. But according to the science I'm about to show you, the exact opposite is true. You see, according to research, for every woman a man sleeps with, his chances of having a happy, healthy relationship diminishes. For example, if a man has only had one sexual partner, his chances of happiness and success in a marriage are up to 71%. With 2 partners, it goes down to 65%. With 3 partners, it goes down to 64%. With 4 partners, it goes down to 63%. With 5 partners, it goes down to 60%. With 6 to 10 partners, it's 62%. With 11 to 20 partners, it goes back down to 58%. And for men who have had sex with 21 partners or more, it stays around that 59%. Now, the important question that you should be asking right now is, why are men so committed to sleeping with so many women when it doesn't actually lead to happiness? The answer to that question is friends. As a young man, you feel pressure to sleep with more girls because your friends are either directly or indirectly pressuring you by making it the focus of every conversation you have. This means that virginity isn't the issue. The community around you is the problem. What you need is a change of community when the focus isn't just sleeping with women, but bettering yourself. And that is exactly what I have been working on for the last 12 months. If you're one of those guys where chasing women is not your number 1 priority, and instead it's building real-world skills, traveling, and bonding with a brotherhood of men so you can continue to better yourself, I want you to come and bond with me. Boys, the Institute is dropping September 15th. We're less than 2 weeks away. We are on a mission to get rid of the male loneliness epidemic because that is what's stopping you. Not the women. It's not the girl that you can't get. It's that you're not focusing on yourself, on your experiences, and building friendships and memories that are gonna last a lifetime. That is what's fulfilling. And that's why there's already thousands of guys that have reserved their spot, but it's not too late because we're dropping September 15th this Institute. Whatever slots are left, they're gonna sell out fast. But for those of you that wanna take action, for those of you, you're not gonna wait last minute and try to get your spot. You know you wanna be part of this mission and change how men level up. You can reserve your spot today for just $1 before we launch September 15th. And inside, you're gonna be part of a brotherhood of guys that are just like you, that are just like me, that are hungry to grow, hungry to experience life, because that's what truly matters. Not how many women you sleep with. That is a waste of time. What you want are stories to tell your children. What you want is personal growth. What you want is to learn how to build that business, how to make friends that last a lifetime, how to live a life of purpose. And all of that is what you will find inside the Instant. I'm gonna be in there looking out for you as a brother, as will every other guy. And every month, we'll choose between 10 and 20 lucky guys, and each guy will represent a different part of the country. And I'm gonna pay for all expenses as we travel different parts of the world to learn, to grow, and have the greatest experiences, because this is how you're supposed to learn as a man, from life experiences, not in the classroom and not from courses that don't work. Boys, you can reserve your spot for $1 for a 7-day trial. After that, it's gonna be $50 a month. That is the best investment you'll ever make in your life. Plus, join yourself to a mission that will change how men level up. See you boys inside. Number 2. Having sex under 20 years old will make you poor and ugly. Most men will dedicate their lives to having sex with as many women as possible. What they don't realize is that every girl they have sex with puts them one step closer into ruining their lives. Again, this is not just my experience and what I've lived. This is also backed by science. On a study conducted on high school students, researchers wanted to know how the age teens had sex with affected their mental well-being. They started by asking 6,086 students who were thought to be sexually active to fill out a questionnaire. What the study showed is that those teens who started having sexual acts at younger ages faced more negative outcomes later in life than those that weren't sexually active. For example, teens who had sex very young we're more likely to sexually assault somebody else, be sexually assaulted, engage in paying for sex, not go to college, and becoming depressed. The takeaway here is simple. If you're a teenager who hasn't had sex yet, you're actually on the path of doing better than those around you who have. Now you understand why not losing your virginity young is a good thing. It sets you up for success, but also why you're so urged into losing your virginity. But this is only the beginning, because there's one more reason I need you to understand why this is actually a good thing, and then I'm gonna show you how to lose your virginity and with who you should lose your virginity. Number 3, men who have lower body counts are more attractive. The common narrative is men should have sex with as many women as possible because that makes them attractive.
Who has to be more sexually experienced in a relationship, the man or the woman?
Man.
That's why you need to fuck 50 bitches.
See, this narrative, it leads men to believe that higher body counts is what's more attractive to women. He's not the only one saying this, every guy says this. But during a meta-analysis conducted by experts in both cognitive and behavioral neuroscience, researchers found that the number of women a man had slept with had zero correlation with how attractive they were perceived. Instead, they found that what had the most impact on attractiveness was appearance, particularly your own face and body. So this means that the reason that men with high body counts are seen as more attractive is not because they have a high number of body counts, is because they're naturally more confident and probably more attractive, which is why girls go to them. Therefore, the best thing you can do is increase the amount of interaction you have with women, so you can have that same natural aura or confidence around women without actually having to sleep with 50 women. And now you understand why you having not lost your virginity is a good thing, because now you're prepped to lose it at the right time and the right person, which is what I'm gonna make sure you do. This takes us to part number 2, how to lose your virginity the right way. First, you need to find the right person. And to do that, you need to use the dating app with the least amount of men. To find a high quality girl, you need to choose the right dating app. However, most men don't realize that their chances of finding a woman vary depending on the app they choose to use. So I'm gonna break down the 3 most popular dating apps and show you how to use the best one to find yourself a high quality partner. Now, the worst of the 3 dating apps is Tinder, because research has shown 80% of the users are men. Bumble is the next best option, but data shows that 67% of the user base is men. This means that the best dating app for meeting a woman is Hinge, as it has a user base that's only 60% male. But your work isn't done yet. Now that you've chosen the right app, you need to make sure you can find a high quality woman on this app. And to do this, you need to always look at their profiles for these 5 red flags. Does she talk about drinking in her bio? Does she have pictures of herself in bikini? Does she have any visible piercings on her face? Does she have photos that only show her face? Or does she have photos that are heavily edited? Now, by just looking at these red flags and using the right dating app, you've drastically increased your chances of finding a high quality woman. But that is only the first of 3 ways that I'm about to show you on how to find a good partner. This takes you to number 2. Avoid women that sleep in past 10 in the morning. Most low quality women will party all Friday and Saturday night. So if you want to engage with high quality women, you need to engage with women who are productive on Saturday and Sunday mornings. And here are the best places where you can do that. You'll want to start by going to a local beach or park. Now, these places are great because the women there that are in the morning are focused on their own health and haven't been out all night before drinking. And if you want to start a smooth conversation with them, this one works every time. Politely ask them if you can share a hotspot, because you need to message your friend and you're not getting any signal. The approach provides a casual way to start a conversation. And the fact that you're meeting friends shows that you're somebody that's social or likable. And if she asks you any questions like what you're doing today or what's your name, this is a strong sign that she's also interested, and you should proceed by asking for this girl's number. And number 3, I need you to use this checklist before you sleep with that girl. Most men will have sex very early on with the first woman that says yes to them, which just ends up making them obsessed and wanting more and more cheap sex. That's because those guys didn't have an older brother. You got me. And I'm thinking with this, I'm looking out for you. You're thinking with that. So the next time you're in that position, before you have sex with this girl, I want you to have this checklist before you make the decision to sleep with her. First, would this girl remain loyal to you if someone better looking than you had her number? Second, would this girl get upset with you if you asked for a prenup before marriage? Third, would this girl be a good mother if I decided to have children with her? Fourth, would this girl let me work every day or on the weekends if I was trying to be successful? Fifth, would this girl go party on the weekends with her friends just to try to get my attention or get back at me? Sixth, would this girl start an OnlyFans account if she could make a lot of money? And seventh, would this girl date me if all we did was just go get coffee or a nice walk? If you answered yes to 6 or more of these questions, you're with a girl that's worthy of being in a long-term and deep relationship with. And that's all I care about. I want a girl for you that won't mess you up, but instead will keep you on your purpose. And that's what I'm trying to do in the Institute. When you boys join, I'm gonna be looking out for you guys. And so will be every other man inside that brotherhood, because that is what you need. You need good men around you. That's why I wanna see you inside, where you can reserve your spot for just $1.